Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this battle is about to commence. Is being played by Goliath Killer 1, and it's first of a series of battles being played by Goliath Killer 1, and in this particular battle he's riding and driving the M40 M43. In fact, that looks to me to be an M43 because that's an 8-inch howitzer on his Arty. Right, now he's on Prokhorovka, North Spawn, and it's an encounter battle. And he's looking for enemy tracer. He's doing a bit of counter battery, and he's loaded, ready to shoot. Now that bush is the bush that Arty normally go into. They're in a forward position, and there's only one Arty on the enemy team. But he couldn't see it, so he's switched and he's now going to shoot over on the other side of the map. And there's a Scorpion G and a T26E4 having a Barney over which site, who's going to go where. And he gets a lovely hit there, 289 hit points on the T26E4. Okay, little known facts about the M40, M43. There was a total of 418 M40s built and a further 48 M43s built, but there's a difference between the two. They're both built on the M4 chassis. Oh, and that was an explosive ammo rack there. That was an M41 Bulldog being decapitated. And that round went out, but unfortunately it appears that the T-34B had pulled forward. But he still managed to get 245 splash on him. Yes, as I was saying, there's a difference between the M40 and the M43. And the difference is that although they're both on a widened and lengthened Sherman chassis, an M4 chassis, the M40 is a gun motor carriage and the M43 is a howitzer motor carriage. And that's because the 8-inch howitzer is on the M43 and the 155mm M1A1 long tom gun, the same as on the M12, is on the M40. Okay, he shoots that one off, but we don't get any results. It's also true that 24 of the M40s that were completed with the 155mm gun on them were actually reassembled with the 8-inch howitzer on them instead and converted into M40s. And they were used during Operation Zebra. Although they started designing them in 1944, they didn't really get to use them until the Korean War. Oh, that was a splash of 130 on Tiger 2. It fell short. He's looking around for another target. There's a Patriot there, right up on top of the hill, and he's being hit, and he's indicating his target, lining him up for a shot. Rounds out, he's backing into it. Ooh, that was a direct hit, no explosion. So it definitely hit that T26E5, and so he definitely felt that one. Yep. You could say so. He also picked up some stun assist afterwards as well, 292. So it's safe to say I think that was probably a high scoring hit. And that Patriot is no more. He's been taken out. Okay, there's a T-44 up at near the railway junction, or up near the village on the other side of the railway tracks. Now, many players got these T-44 100s as part of the reward for completing a mission. And it's very likely that Wargaming will do a similar mission this Christmas, but we don't know yet what it will be. And that's 205 hit points, 2 critical hits on T44, and I think one of those critical hits was a track. Okay, he's doing his relocation. Always wise to do that in any Arty, because otherwise you might be taken out by the opposition. Okay, selected an IS-3. No, he's going for that T44 again. Or is he going to go for the T26E4? I think it's going to be T44. It is a medium tank. You can do a lot of damage to a medium tank with that 8-inch howitzer. Rounds out. And it's a good shot. 352 hit points, 3 critical hits. It didn't really matter that it actually didn't fly directly into the target. It was a very hastily aimed target, but it flew true and certainly damaged the target he was firing at. Okay, he was looking for that T-34B, but it's lost sight of him. Now I think that Schwarzpanzer is going to spot the T-30. Yeah, the LTTB has actually spotted the T-34B now already, and the T-44-100 on their team is indicating that particular grid square. And somebody has started capping. Only one tank so far, but he's pulled out of the cap. Now that could be the Type 59, or the Hype 59 as some people like to call them. And there's a tank approaching over the hill. It's a medium. Yep, Panther 2. And Goliath Killer's actually been attracted to his attention because that Panther 2 hasn't been touched at all yet. Well, he has now. So there's a massive amount of hit points that he can collect. Rounds out. Lands nearby, but no indication of any damage. Okay, there's 2 tanks coming over the hill at the moment. In fact, the IS that's there is having to retreat. It's the IS-6. It's pulling back. It's having a difficult time. Yeah, there's the Panther 2. There's the VK. Oh, yeah, it's been taken out. Okay, so that means that that route, or that side of the battlefield has now fallen. There's only a T-34B a little further off in grid square B7. But he's going to have trouble himself dealing with that VK and that Panther 2. And the enemy has started capping again. Okay. The Life Killer's selected to have a quick look at the cap. No, he's going to have a look at the Panther 2. He's going to see if he can assist this T-34B, who's pulling back towards the railway tracks. Which will probably be the wise decision, because if he's over the railway tracks, he can use his gun depression to try and take out the Panther as it approaches the crossing. Still somebody on the other side. Right, okay, he's taken out the Panther 2. 361 hit points, that was a good strike. Very precise. But he's relocating. There's 2 in the cap, and there's a minute to go. Ah, there's the VK-100-01P has gone into the cap. Now, it might be time to actually put a shell into that VK. Pick up all those capture points, all those defense points. Almost reloaded. Oh, no, it's been reset, that 100-01. Rounds out. Side on. 206 hit points. 4 capture points reduced. Obviously, the other tank that's in there is on the south side of the cap. It's not been spotted yet. The VK has left the cap, and the tank that's capping has now got to 49 capture points. And that Tiger 2's on top of the hill's been taken out. So it does look as if it's the Type 59 that's in the cap, on the opposite side of the cap. Yep, there he is. Yep, Type 59. Okay, he's almost loaded. Aim for that spot, and somebody on our side is in the cap, but it looks like there was a reset there as well. Oh no, he's picked up 67 capture points there, so that means with the 4 that he already had, he has got more than 70. That's a Defender medal, I think. I'm pretty sure that he's got a Defender. Okay, he's also picked up some stun assist on the IS-6B. And the enemy Arty's been spotted right at the back. But although he's although he managed to, or rather that we lost one of our tanks in the process there. Or did we? No, I think actually it was one of the enemy's tanks there that was taken out. And the M40 on the M43 on the enemy team has been taken out by the Schwarzpanzer. IS-6 meets an 8-inch shell, 390 hit points, 2 critical hits. And he's picking up some stun assist on top of that. It's the Lerva. Mr. Lerva. And yes, he's picking up even more stun assist. And the IS-6 has been taken out. And that means that all the enemy have been killed, and they've got 3 in the cap at the moment. But they're not going to need those capping tanks, because they did a good job. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And yes, there was a Defender medal there. Okay, first class tanker by Goliath Killer 1 in the M40 M43. He also picked up a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14 in this battle. He picked up a Confederate medal for getting hitting the most enemy tanks, at least 6 tanks that were subsequently destroyed by other members of his team. And yep, you can see them all there. And he picked up a Defender because he managed to hit the VK100-01 as well as the Type 59 and collected at least, I think it was 71 cap points or Defender points. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he didn't come top on damage. He only got 3,055 hit points, but it's still a decent score. Very nice score indeed. He didn't come top when it came to kills with only 1 kill. But he certainly did well when it came to base XP of 1,045. He fired 13 rounds, got 4 direct hits, 4 penetration, 9 splash damage. He did damage of 3,055 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 9 of the enemy, killed 1 of them, and he also did stun assistance damage of 1,221 off 12 stuns. And yes, he did actually get 70 defense points when he hit both of those tanks in the cap. On a standard account, Goliath Killer won 30,037 credits, but after ammunition resupply, and remember this is the 8-inch howitzer, so it is fairly expensive, he received 5,727 credits. Well, at least it's a profit. And he received XP of 1,045, plus a personal reserve of 523, so he took home 1,568 XP in total. So, nice battle there, Goliath Killer. Certainly showed how effective the M40, M43 can be, sitting at the back and shooting into the enemy, providing your team with support. And very well done on your Confederate and Defender. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in the next video.